afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Marie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
It's Thursday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? It means the boys are at Sadie's.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Let's go, Sadie's. Let's go, Sadie's. Sadie's, let's go. That's what people say, right? They say
almost every day.
They say, let's go. We were at Ice Toast Park today, watching a little day game baseball, hanging out with Brian Stafford at Sadie's, owner of Sadie's.
Yeah.
The conversation was about that super fun Sadie's video. That super fun Sadie's video we did with the Savannah Bananas. That was a lot of fun.
Friend of the show, if we haven't seen it,
at
Talk ABQ on Instagram. Must see TV, Bubba.
Yep. Speaking of must see TV, Isaiah, go ahead and pull up our social media and look at me and Van throwing out the first pitches yesterday.
Okay.
We were fire. We were incredibly good at it.
I mean, a raucous crowd with overwhelming applause and adoration.
Interesting you describe it that way.
More
people at the draft today.
This is a good turnout for Walker Buehler.
They weren't in their seats, Van, when it was all you and I throwing out the first pitch at Ice Toast Park.
Are you saying that my recollection of the event might be slightly enhanced? Maybe slightly fabricated?
You know how fortunate I am with Duke City Championship Wrestling?
Sure.
To so often, monthly, be in front of lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
When we were throwing out the first pitch, there were people.
Yeah.
But lots of people were still in line for refreshments.
Sure. As one should. They're standing in line waiting for a watermelon walk-off or a grapefruit lemonade.
That'd be awesome.
Blueberry lemonade from our friends at Teller Vodka.
Hibiscus.
Obviously. Some hot biscuits lemonade.
So it wasn't Francina Walker doing it. It wasn't her. It was somebody else. So they were like,
feel gypped.
Yeah, you know what, a little bit I feel gypped. And they go, ladies and gentlemen, from the sports animals.
It's not exactly how it happened, but not far off.
That's Vaniel Nunley on Frederick Slow. First of all, Frederick, not my legal name. So the crowd, I'm going to say, didn't erupt.
If we're doing a scale of 10, 4.5 would be the over-under.
Would be the generous.
Yeah.
That'd be very generous. So,
but in my head, though,
yeah,
my goodness,
you guys threw good pitches, though.
Well, so you just
your boy's a pitcher. I'm an ex-pitcher.
Yeah, we're very good.
Come on.
So I did the full, squat, do my arm lift, the reverse of trying to use my arms as wings to get myself off the ground.
You're trying to stay on the ground.
Trying to stay on the ground. I'm trying to do my arms.
Trying to stay grounded.
To grow. Thank you.
Which neither of us are.
No.
Yeah. We're not really based in reality.
No. But I'm a natural entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to bring the crowd to life. I want it to feel like an Evanescence concert.
Oh my goodness. That is a deep cut.
So bring me to life reference.
So
they wouldn't cheer with us. And before Isaiah started to throw out the first pitch, Van and I did a figure 8 shuffle.
Yeah, the old switcheroo.
Yeah, we did the switcheroo.
Yeah. We didn't like each other's catcher, so we did a little wife swap.
Yeah, but then we saw how sad they were, so we
switched it right back.
Yeah, we figured 8 it out.
Yes.
So then
the switcheroo.
Yeah, the double, the switchy rooey is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ice skating move invented by the Koreans. The switchy rooey.
I'm gonna take your word on that one, friend.
Might be racist.
Okay.
So we're up there, and it's we can't get the crowd hyped
enough
for us.
Yeah, for what we've become accustomed to.
Yeah. Because often when I have an event, this happened to me over the weekend. Over the weekend, I'm doing that Denim and Diamonds thing for the Rio Grande
Down
Syndrome Network.
Grande if you're nasty.
It's funny. I asked
Mhm.
that before I went up. I go, "Are we grande or are we grand today?" They go, "We're grand."
Okay.
They were the real grand Down syndrome
Mhm.
network. So,
Because
anyways,
you had to make hundreds of thousands of
yeah,
grands.
we were looking for grands.
Yeah,
Oh, I
grands.
should have used that
Mhm.
joke. Dude.
That's okay.
Damn it.
You didn't shop it out with me this time.
Well, so
You're a mistake.
I got the script day of beforehand. You know how this is.
Naturally.
So I'm up there doing my bit. And you know my bit where I'm like, Marco.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Marco.
Oh, me. Okay. Yes. Polo.
So it's a good bit. I start everything with it. So as I'm up there, I had a moment where like, oh, these people aren't here to see me.
Mm-mm.
Like on my radio show
Mm-mm.
and my wrestling promotion.
Uh-huh.
These people are here just to help others.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I hated the feeling of helping others. So,
Without attention.
Without a tip, yes.
Sure.
Yeah. I said, hey, it's cool that we're paying to help others with $5,000 checks.
Insanely important cause.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
But what? Can't we pay Freddie with high fives?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't we do that? That's what I
Yeah.
said. So we're at the
Overwhelming applause and adoration. Sure.
So the way this story started, so we're at the ballpark
Right.
yesterday, and we got to throw out the first pitch. So they say they introduce us, man. They introduce us.
Yes, that's what happens.
Yeah, and so we're ready to throw now. Now I am wearing like a white button-up, like tri-blend. We're talking poly cotton rayon.
You're going straight to DCC Dub.
Correct.
You're suited and zooted.
I'm ready to be Fabulous Freddie Fame, the last
Mhm.
professional promoter,
Okay.
as opposed to Freddie Radio.
Sure. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the finest fast talker.
I'll give it to you.
Thank
Sure.
you. Yeah. So one of the Isotopes employees comes up to me. No name drops here. So Michelle comes up to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And she says,
No names, but it was
"It
Michelle.
was Michelle."
Yeah.
And she says, "So, gonna be kind of hard to throw with them sleeves there. Huh?
Okay.
You gonna put that in my head right here?
You do like a tight shirt.
I like my curves.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a big curves guy.
The both of us are known for our skin tight outerwear.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not confused when people are confused, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
Like my everyday attire is OJ's glove. Like I like it tight. I like it real tight.
and when people say they see you, they say that shirt don't fit, so you must quit.
Yeah.
Ellipses wearing it.
If the shirt does not fit, I can see a little too much nip. I think that's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I think that's what they say.
They say that shirt doesn't button.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they actually
So
don't
you
rhyme
can't
anymore.
Go all the way up.
Yeah. They say
Nothing can stop your shirt
Yeah.
because it doesn't go all the way up.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
If that jacket doesn't zipper,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be best for you to be a quitter. They say
If
they
it doesn't
Okay, there
zipper,
it is.
it would probably be a ripper.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, they say
Mhm.
if the sleeve is too tight,
Yes.
we think that you might go to DXL Van and get something that actually fits
No,
you.
never.
Unpaid endorsement of the program.
Mm-hmm.
So she says to me, "Did you even warm up?
Ah,
Did I even warm up
warm up what?
for?
The crowd,
Yeah.
which we should have.
Does the Cobra
Mhm.
stretch before it strikes?
Also, next time we do this, we got to be mic'd up.
Does unacceptable?
Yeah, for sure. Come on.
That because
Come on.
we're very funny out there with
Yes.
the banner. Does the lion crack its back before it brings down the gazelle? Van, that's what my head is doing.
Now, why didn't your mouth say that? Because that would have been really good in that moment.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I said that. I said, does the cobra stretch
Mhm.
before it strikes?
Mhm.
That's what I said.
Well, it's kind of perpetually stretching.
No,
That's what
it's-
snakes
No,
do.
this one's
The
coil.
lion
In my
analogy was way better.
it's a
Yeah.
coily boy.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. Does the bottom feeder grouper? Does it get ready?
Let's go back to the lion.
Yeah, so
you're
yeah,
doing,
back to
you're,
so
you're
yeah.
doing really good on the lion.
Does
one.
the lion stretch?
The lion was way better.
Is that what I don't remember the analogy now.
Mhm,
'cause
yeah.
a lot of the story is a lie.
Yeah. Does it do a
So-
downward cat?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's a good one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is this lion
Mhm.
prepared for beginner's yoga?
No.
No, because we've talked about this
Just
on air.
goes.
beginner's yoga doesn't exist anymore
No.
because yoga has been around so long. If you haven't already begun it, you're not interested.
You'll never know.
Yeah, you're not going.
Just don't start
No,
because they won't teach you.
no.
You have to know already.
It's full on yoga. Yeah, everything is actually deep into yoga.
Also, I just like smoke weed, and that's like the same
That's
thing
the
as
same
interdiction
as
to
yoga.
yoga. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
If
It's
you
the exact same thing, same experience level.
There's nothing.
Mhm.
There's nothing more than. There's no more hot girl stuff than going to yoga and just napping.
Oh,
Yeah, just like a power
Mhm.
move.
Sure.
Yeah, like here I am. Namaste.
Yeah.
Asleep
Namaste right
for the
here.
next hour.
Nap time.
Yeah. What's
I think
the
it's called it's a shavasana.
Yeah, Sujabhasana.
I tell you, it's your final shavasana.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just gonna, I'll say shavasana.
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing else but this.
Well, and a lot of people they go, but I go.
Uh-huh.
That's what I do when I go to the
Soothing.
yoga.
Mhm.
So I say, no, I didn't stretch.
No,
in my tri-blend, stretchy, athletic, styly button-up
Who has
shirt.
time to
Who's
change?
going to?
Who has time to change?
Well, I'm not changing.
Yeah.
I'm in full wrestling. I'm fabulous for
Right.
fame, the last professional
Yeah.
promoter. And Van and I are both wearing Jordan 11s, Isaiah, which is weird.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Not planned at all
no,
whatsoever.
we didn't plan it. It was
Nope.
stupid. We look stupid both
Mhm.
wearing the same shoes.
Yep.
So we go for the first pitch. I already talked to you about the figure eight thing.
Sure.
The name announcement, which wasn't.
Well, we didn't yet mention that me trying to pawn off the first pitch to Orbit at the last
yeah,
minute.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Orbit, you do this.
Uninterested.
And while Orbit is
Yeah.
the best mascot in all of sports entertainment,
Yeah,
not a baller.
correct.
Entertainer, for sure.
Yeah, we're all just
But
entertainers.
Alien Space Bears are not known for their pitching prowess. So he handed the ball back to
do
me.
me a big favor here, Goldilocks. Don't assume that Orbit is an alien space bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
could be a
Space Beard.
thank you, a space
Mhm.
beard.
Yeah, sure.
So, as Orbit refused, so then Orbit goes to give me a high five, and no offense to Orbit,
Okay.
because Orbit's a full-on dude,
Yeah, the best. The best in the biz.
at or near the top,
Mhm.
and a lot of people's. And if you don't do best ofs, if you do tiers,
Yeah.
top tier.
Top tier.
So Orbit tries to give me a out of this like solar system, like higher than what's the top sphere of the atmosphere, the stratosphere?
Let's go with that one.
Okay, a stratosphere high five. Well, your boy here,
Mhm.
I'm a conservative 6'5". I'm a healthy 6'6".
Sure.
And when wearing Jordan 11s, I'm like a 6'7".
Sure. Yeah.
He's not going to out high five your boy.
It's a good point.
So when he goes high, do you know what I do? Go higher.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like that. Big one. So I go up. I do the full windmill move. I do the I'm starting from the bottom, similar to,
Yeah.
and then I come all the way around the backside, similar to.
Around the world, baby. Let's
Thank
go.
you. And now as I'm at the peak, similar to,
The Sandias, of
Thank
course.
you.
Yeah.
I go for the high five, and it's a whiffer, Van.
Oh, sure.
We whiff on each other, miss completely,
Mhm.
and I have to then gain my composure immediately before the first pitch. You can,
Well, no, you regroup in the moment, and you do the same as young power slap champion Will Smith would do in his younger days.
Yeah.
Is you slap it around the backside. You
Yes.
go all the way around the world,
and
catch it on the
when you said Will,
backhand side.
when you said Will Smith and slap, I went Chris Rock,
Mm-hmm.
went a different direction.
Okay. You just took it for the team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kept your composure,
had to keep my composure.
naturally.
Okay. So you and I, we catch eyes at this
Mhm.
moment. It's when Harry met Sally-esque. You know, it's
As we often do.
duh. In front of who? Several thousand of our new closest friends
Mhm.
because of the theatrics.
Naturally.
They came for a baseball game and they go, "Is this another Savannah Banana?"
Yeah, sure. Like,
That's what they
you
said.
know what they were saying? Walker Hooler.
Yeah,
These are the dudes I came to see.
correct. Also, Isaiah, bringing you back into this conversation,
Okay.
we were told we were not allowed to pitch from the bump because
Bummer.
Yeah,
It's a bummer.
because Major League Baseball caliber pitching of Walker Bueller. was there.
Wow. I thought there was a short travel.
Yeah, we were in
You
front
guys
of the.
threw it harder.
We were in front of the mound.
In front of the mound. So we do the simultaneous wind and release.
Correct.
Yes.
Mhm.
It was like a commercial for fly fishing. We were so synchronized up there.
I don't understand the reference, but I'll trust you on this
Okay,
one.
trust me on this one.
I haven't seen a fly fishing commercial recently.
Here in the desert where we don't have water, they're not rampant.
A lot of it up north.
Yeah, have you ever seen those
Chama is lovely.
Visit ourstate.gov or whatever, those commercials?
Yeah, okay.
So we throw 2 pitches simultaneously. Now, Vans was a little closer to the strike zone, if we're going to be honest this time.
I painted the top stripe. It was a beautiful 4-seam fastball.
You know what?
Right at the top of the zone. Unhittable.
Top of is what I'd be doing with my hand on top of my head. I'd be patting it.
You could foul that pitch at best.
I'd be patting.
You're not putting that into play.
The top of my head calling for review on ABS with Vans because it was so close.
Yeah.
Now, mine, Van.
It would have been a strike on like a really tall guy.
After I threw mine, people were like, is this 2010 and is the #1 song in the country AWOL Nation Sail? That's what they were saying.
Oh, don't do yourself like that. It wasn't that bad.
That was a banger, though.
There's video evidence.
So,
it wasn't that bad.
Had to jump a little bit, did the catcher, to go up and get it. Had to go up the ladder a little bit.
He got out of his squat.
Got out of his squat. You know, there's not another way to say that. It was not the best pitch in the history of first pitches from your boy.
No, but it was passable for most.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bar is super low.
No.
In the entertainment world.
It will easily be forgotten by many.
Probably today. Who's doing it today?
No one's talking about it besides us.
Yeah.
And the listeners ready for us to be done talking about it.
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't sell the friend of the show short, because the second when we're done with that first pitch, a barrage of text messages and emails flooded my cellular telephone.
Yeah, same.
My iPhone with pictures and videos.
Kind words.
And congratulatoriums.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember me from the dating app? I just watched you throw out a first pitch.
It was wild.
Yes, I do remember you, Russell. So, as the pitch goes in.
Zay's face on that. You got a big pop on that one.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
It lost me.
So, my go-to move after a first pitch, and I think it should be everyone's, but I'm the only guy. So, I always carry a pin, Van.
You do.
You're
known for that.
You've known this for years about me?
Yeah.
It is a Pilot G something, G2, and it's a 1.0. It's the thick boy. I carry the thick boy.
As do I.
Yeah. So
I always break my loop off, so I can't hang it on my pants like you and carpenters do.
The only two.
I just keep it in the bag.
Yeah, me and Chris are the only two people.
You're talking about St. Louis Cardinal legend Chris Carpenter.
That is correct.
Okay.
So
I was talking about the profession, but that's fine.
You know.
To each their own.
Yeah. So I then pull my trusted pin out of my pocket because I have a rich anxiety about touching communal pins.
Yeah.
Because one time,
very weird.
When I was 13, I saw a local news documentary that in my head I inflated to a 60 Minutes documentary on how we went to 13 local Sears and we tested their pins.
Right.
And here's what we found.
Sure.
Human fecal matter. So I am held on to the idea all these years that I'm touching poo pins everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not interested.
You used a communal pin one time in 2020 and you almost died of COVID.
I had COVID
the one
immediately
time
after that.
You got caught slipping one time.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to finger all these poo pins around town. So I carry my own.
Yeah.
So I pull my my pen, my precious pen, out of my pocket. By the way, Lord of the Rings being re-released in June, full director's cut in cinema. Isaiah, you should go. You didn't get to experience it the first time. So I take my ball and I hand my pen to the Isotopes players. I said, "Will you sign my ball?
Yep.
Will you guys John Handelcock my ball?"
Yes.
So they sign it, handle to hold Isaiah.
I believe it's Herbie Hancock.
Thank you, Herbie.
Yeah.
So they sign the ball, and that's really nice. And we say, because you have a ball too, there's two of us.
Accurate.
And Van says, you don't want us to sign a ball for you?
It wasn't. It was less of a question and more of a statement. Like, yes, of course you want us to sign a ball for you. You're welcome.
So we sign a ball for them.
Mhm.
And Van's trying to hand it to the Isotopes players, and neither of them are trying to take it.
The nicer of the two is like, no. I'll take it. Reluctantly.
Oh, gosh. So, from the Sports Ammo live chat, if the shirt looks like a medium, he isn't a good comedian.
Smart.
That's very good. Thank you, friend of the show, Joel. So, we get the Isotope signed ball. They begrudgingly leave with our ball because why have a scene, Van?
Yeah.
Man, why have a scene?
Mhm.
So we're leaving. And Brandon Ortega's there. He's shooting a little documentary on me for the day because we're doing this Duke City Championship Wrestling thing, which, by the way, this fun little vignette thing is available at Duke City Championship Wrestling social media, and it's available on 2 Men On social media at TalkBQ. So
Is the first pitch on that vignette?
not yet. So
Okay.
so we're leaving, and I go, hey, Brandon, me and Van got your 6-year-old son a signed baseball today. We're pretty nice guys. And Brandon takes it, and he looks at it. He looks me dead in the eye and goes, nuh-uh, I'm putting this in my office. So he stole the autographed baseball
From a child. Not any child.
Wow.
Oh, God.
His child.
Oh. So, to wrap this whole story up,
Mm-hmm.
I then run out of Isotopes Park over to the historic El Rey Theater where we had Duke City Championship Wrestling last night.
Another banger.
How long was that, Isaiah? 20 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Running over.
When we get back from the break. It's the NFL draft, boys.
Yeah.
We got a countdown. So I think it's 1 hour and 40 minutes until the draft begins.
Depending on time zone, I think.
Nope, that's not how time zones work. We've been over this a lot.
I mean, the draft is already done in New Zealand.
NFL talk, NBA talk, big pro wrestling event last night. We'll talk about that too. Isham Dental Soundbite of the Day. I have a good one. It's 2 Men On,
Okay.
95.9 FM and AM 610. We're live at Sadie's. Come hang out with the boys. We're on till 7 tonight,
Full show.
and then we're going to hang out on the patio. Is there music tonight?
That's what I heard.
God,
That's
awesome.
the rumor.
We're going to hang out on the patio and listen to music and drink margs.
Hustle down, Zay.
The sports animal.
This report brought to you by the Albuquerque.
Clear.
We're like an hour and a half away from the NFL draft. We'll be live on air as it's happening, so we'll talk about it at length while it's happening. We'll talk about it linked up until then. Did you know the Bears have not made the first overall pick in the NFL draft since the Super Bowl era?
From sustained over decades mediocrity.
The last time
We all know they haven't had the last pick either.
Nice. Yeah. The last time the Bears picked number 1 overall was in 1947. Halfback Bob Finnenmore.
Oh, old Finney boy?
Played only 10 games in the NFL.
Dang.
Bobby Finney. So, what is this, 2024? So 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. So, all right, so 7 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
the Bears traded up to number 2 to get Mitchell Trubisky. Do you remember that?
I sure do. So does Chicago. They'll never forget.
I'll never forget when they changed his name on their website from Mitchell to Mitch when he started sucking to try to hide his statistics from people.
Oh, like restart the button on Trubisky?
It was
like, actually, let's try Mitch out.
Mhm. I'm not joking, but I'm kind of joking when I say I think it was to trick like web crawlers for like people who were looking for Mitchell Trubisky.
So they don't troll him on the internet.
So, but yeah.
Yeah.
They hit him. You know, the Cardinals did that years ago. The St. Louis Cardinals. They did that with Rick Ankiel when after he got the yips real bad pitching, he went into the minor league system as a position player, and on all rosters they had him listed as Richard Ankiel.
Oh, okay.
And that was a different day and age, but
All right.
you get the angle, you get the bit.
Right. Well, he's matured. He's went from a Rick to a Richard. I get it.
Now
Mitchell went in reverse.
Nice.
I think they Bears Nation is like, we got a bad Mitch here.
It's also not their pick if we're going to be those guys.
Kept screaming,
No,
Mitch, don't kill my vibe.
Don't see.
Okay,
I knew you were going to do it.
That's what they kept screaming.
So the reason I bring up that Mitch who killed my vibe is because the Bears are about to take this cat, Caleb Williams. You've heard of him.
Very familiar.
Okay. Now,
Familiar with his work.
some people have said he's generational. Some people have said he's generational.
Oh,
Like they've said both.
either one.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Chicago, and I'll refer you to like Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Chicago stays ruining quarterbacks.
Yeah. I'm still on the Fields bandwagon. Now that he's got a change of scenery.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back on. Right-handed Mike Vick, without all the dog stuff, is going to crush it in Pittsburgh.
I think Kyle Orton still got a chance.
Okay. I mean, in what league? Is he a bowler now? Like, what is he doing?
The best quarterback they have ever had, this is not a punchline, is Jay Cutler. The best quarterback in the history of that organization.
Yeah.
And we have had on this show, friend of the show, Jim McMahon.
Yeah.
We
Dude. He's a dude.
absolute. If you love dudes who are dudes and want you to smoke weed with them,
He can handle his
you
cannabis.
will love Jim Kramer.
Yep. Okay.
McMahon.
Okay.
Now, if you're something of a different energy, if you're a purist of the game, which, by the way, is a stupid way to watch football. Only watch football as an obsessed, often borderline megalomaniac fan of a team that doesn't know you exist.
No, naturally.
That's the only way to do it.
I was literally having this conversation yesterday.
With?
Friend of the show, Danny.
Nice
Usher.
guy.
Club level Usher.
Very familiar. Talk to him today.
For our isotopes.
He's so nice.
The best dude. He's talking about a fight in the stands from overzealous fans. And I was like, if you get worked up enough from sports entertainment that you would want to fight another human over what color you're wearing as opposed to what color they're wearing, you are a loser of epic proportions.
What do you think this is? Politics?
Yeah. You want to talk some smack?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to throw some jabs at the dude verbally? I'm all for it. Have some fun.
If you want to waste a lot of money and you want to go somewhere you can fight someone dressed different with you with opposing views, I'll book a flight with you to Austin right now,
Mhm.
and we'll go to the University of Texas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Republican National Convention. Okay, my bad.
Just as good.
Okay,
Have you been inside one of those before, like an RNC or a DNC?
not one of the national ones. I've
Okay.
been to some state and regional
Oh,
ones.
okay, stay
Yeah,
perfect, exact same.
Yeah.
So they are wild
yeah. nuts.
because there's no violence in them because they're all the exact same.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. But you wear a different tie and you walk in there, it's getting nasty.
I do the Lionel Hutz. I'm not even wearing a tie. Now, Isaiah, who's Lionel Hutz? Help me with that one. He has no idea.
I have
course
not
he
heard
doesn't.
that name.
No. It's a very good Simpsons reference
Okay,
that you would never get
because I don't watch The Simpsons.
because you have never had to watch this. They're not culturally relevant anymore.
Mhm.
If you're the Bears, do you pick at 6 on the dot or do you wait till 6:10?
Milk it a little bit.
The sport, what?
Milk it a little bit.
Oh, I was going to hit you with it.
Ah.
6:10.
The,
The tag of the
almost gave me a heart attack.
yeah
over
the
here.
animal.
Mhm.
The animal is actually a party animal. We've talked about this.
It's a good animal.
It's a good animal
Yeah.
to be. So, coming back full circle on this story about the Bears
Thank
and
you.
their quarterback. If they draft Caleb Williams,
Mhm.
he will suck. So if I'm Caleb Williams,
Or be pedestrian
no,
and never live up to his
you're
expectations
doing the Fields thing.
because he's pigeonholed by the organization, then the exact same thing will happen to Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields, and they play significantly better somewhere else.
They only have like 4 picks, and the other one is at number 9. Isaiah,
that's
you're
correct.
the nerd who loves all this stuff. So I say trade out. I say if there is a team out there, I'm looking at you, Denver.
Uh-huh.
If there is a team out there that's like, we want Caleb Williams, I say cool, because I would like your first round draft pick this year, your first round draft pick next year,
Yeah.
your first round draft pick the year after
Mhm.
that. And then I would only trade down, I would prefer to trade down far enough to still end up with Marvin Harrison Jr., and I would settle on trading down far enough to end up with DB Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, if you could package those two together, you're going to sell just an insane amount of jerseys.
Yeah.
Who cares about the results on the field?
I never have.
If you can somehow parlay Cooper DeJean and Kool-Aid McKinstry together, you're going to sell so many jerseys.
Oh, that'd be hot.
Yes.
All right, when we get back from the break, more NFL draft talk. But I have concern. We're only going to talk about hot combos, like the number 2 combo that you can get at Sadie's. We're here tonight until 7. It's 2 minutes on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. From the Sports Animal live chat, the Bears have had 99 problems and a Mitch was one.
Yeah, it was definitely one.
From the Sports Animal live chat, join us on the live chat. Also, you know what I haven't been doing recently is checking the text.
We don't do that enough.
I'm gonna
We
check
get so wrapped up in
Isaiah,
ourselves.
yeah,
you
why
know?
don't you pull up the texter every so often, Isaiah? What's up?
That's on me. That's not your fault. That's my fault.
All right, so I'm looking at the texter from earlier. Some jerks. Yep. Hey, I'm gonna say this. If the only thing you ever talk to me about in the world of sports is how much you hate the NBA, I'm gonna assume you're racist.
Say that again?
If all you ever talk to me about in the world of sports is that you hate the NBA,
Oh, sure. Okay.
I think that you are racist.
Most likely.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or a racist adjacent.
correct. Isaiah, you're not us. We're white. So, Isaiah, you are Isaiah. How do you self-identify?
African American?
Okay. Do you accept the term black?
Yes.
Got it. So, do you find that people say the NBA sucks to you?
They don't say it to me, but what you're saying is correct. And this is actually a few days ago, ESPN made a hockey post, and I was just cracking a joke. I put under there, I said, yeah, we don't care.
Who's we?
That's exactly what most of the people were
exactly.
saying. But it was just a joke.
I understood who we
I
was.
also get it.
It was just to get a reaction. You know, I was a little bored. And one of the first comments is typical comment from a black guy. Are you still somewhere fanboying LeBron, for a better use of terms?
Oh, I can tell by your hand gesture what he actually said.
Yeah, are you somewhere fanboying LeBron? And I was like, I'm actually a Kobe guy and I play football, but to each its own.
Now
hockey fan is few but passionate. By the way, do you know it's hockey season right now?
I heard.
Yeah.
I've never watched hockey.
It is so fun live.
Live, it's the best.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
It's
yeah.
Like, I don't follow it enough, obviously, for being having a sports talk radio show.
No, because we have to talk about sports.
Yeah, we'd have to. Yeah.
So we're not going to do that.
The good ones. But live, it's easily one of the top 6 sports.
It's so funny. That it's a top 6er.
Yeah.
Van and I volunteered our time for an NAHL tournament one time. We were going to be paid, but we don't know whatever happened
that's a bummer.
with that. So thank you to the NAHL. So we volunteered one time to broadcast hockey.
What we did for them was priceless.
It was. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Like, was it the best commentary you've ever heard? What's best mean?
Yeah, sure. As far as like hockey analysis,
yes.
It took me a day and a half to figure out what icing was.
From a friend of the show, Joel, he has a Blackhawks jersey, but he'll never wear it because of the name of the. Okay, this is
name one player challenge. Okay,
yeah, the name one player challenge would get you.
Okay,
if you're really a Blackhawks fan,
like
name one player,
like the hockey one, or like
or
like the color black, the Atlanta Hawks jersey.
Isaiah when he goes to Atlanta.
I'm not sure which one it is. I know there's a Blackhawks team.
Yeah.
Also, I think the Atlanta Hawks have black alternate jerseys.
Correct.
Yeah.
Isaiah puts on a Trae Young jersey, and we're like, oh, Isaiah's a Black
They got a Black Hawks jersey on.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah.
Nice.
More in the NFL. I'm going to say what we just did was the NFL draft. More in the NFL draft whenever we get back from the break. It's 2 Men On live from Sadie's on 4th, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Such a sweet song, dude.
It takes too long to get going. Can we edit this? You should start it. Right here. Right here. Start it right here. This is way better right here.
We've had this talk. It's not better.
It's insanely better when the beat drops.
Yeah, well, no, because when the beat drops is when the pulse starts, right? So the rest of it, that's like watching the sunrise over like a cityscape, like early in the morning. And it's like a slow pan as it comes across. And maybe there's a... Will you turn it back up, Isaiah? And maybe there's like a reflection off like the water.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then as it's coming over, then as the camera's panning into the cityscape, and like name a famous city.
Tokyo,
yeah,
Japan.
Rio de Janeiro,
the land of the rising sun. Obviously,
as you're going into it, and then you see like the little the lights on the back of the cars. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And like the headlights starting to turn off because the sun is now christening over. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're just restarting it. That works too.
Okay.
So
here's the sunrise part. It's,
is
cresting over the horizon.
And we're talking as wide of an angle as
that's
you
a big
can
one.
get. It's a big one.
Yeah.
And you see the arch Jesus de Cristo or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about on the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're coming in on it. And here's the live, because you're about to you're going to end up under a shaded bridge because you're going to go from the juxtaposition of the sunrise.
I get it. You're getting the reflections off the dew.
The whole thing.
The birds are just waking up and chirping.
And you're hearing them chirp. And there's a squirrel jumping from one branch to a pointy fence.
I mean, Janice is going for a jog before she's got to wake up the kids and get them ready for school.
That fence ends up being a big part of the story later, Isaiah, because the antagonist, he will impale himself on it later in the story. And because the squirrel had in his mouth a walnut, you know what part of that the antagonist impales.
I like the beat drop part because I sleep past the sunrise. So I wake up and the beat's already going.
Yeah, that's a good
one. You can
one.
miss me with that intro because I'm sleeping.
And the bus is pulling away and you see a guy with a briefcase running after it, one hand extended, trying to catch it, the municipal bus.
Yeah.
And then
if he has a briefcase, I doubt he's going for the bus.
And somebody,
what city are we in again?
It's Rio de Janeiro.
Okay. Yeah.
And then a guy comes
probably on a bike in Rio.
Comes out
like a scooter.
Yeah, like a bus full of bikes.
Mm-hmm.
And then so one guy he walking out backwards, from like a coffee shop, and he has a 4Z of coffee.
Why is he going in reverse now?
Because he's pushing the door open with his back to get
okay.
And he's like the coffee assistant of the
briefcase guy.
Yeah, the briefcase guy.
Yeah.
And
who's like the CEO of something.
Correct. And as you mentioned, it's such a bicycle town.
Yeah.
That when he turns,
gotta be careful.
Yeah, because you know what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He turns and there's a lady walking too many dogs. And then
a comical amount of dogs.
So many dogs.
She's not even a professional dog walker.
No. But she
has a problem.
Yeah.
Well, she got a problem.
But the way you shoot it, like the way you frame it, because
don't shoot the dog.
No, hold on. The film.
Oh, shoot the film.
Yeah,
okay, sure.
Is she's Brazilian, so you want to make sure you have the right angle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smooth. Yeah.
So then, anyway, so the dogs in the multiple leashes. We're talking like
but they all join one giant leash.
100%. Yeah,
who's been braided together by their antics.
Oh my gosh, yes. So then the coffee. This is what it's like when worlds collide. So then as they turn, and then the coffee doesn't just fall to the ground like it erupts into the air like a
slow motion, obviously.
Slow motion,
yeah,
like a spewing molten volcano of Java.
Yeah.
Java lava.
And then the guy at the bus stop who's already late pops a Mentos and gives a thumbs up to the camera.
This is
The fresh maker.
very good.
Zay, remember Mentos commercials?
I don't.
All right. Get your Google on.
1 hour, 5 minutes, and 45 seconds until the NFL draft.
Let's
We'll
go.
tell you everything you need to know, I guess.
Zay will.
Whenever we get back, it's 2 Men On. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is
Bet
Two Men
once.
On with Van
Come on,
Numley
guys.
and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Back on the program, live at Sadie's. We are exactly 1 hour and 40 seconds away from the start of the NFL draft. Van, I did, it's on Prize Picks today. Also, if you want to play Prize Picks with us, referral code KNML, and we will match up to $100 of your first deposit. So when you put a hundo in, we match you a hundo, which is super sweet. And then,
Or if you're familiar with the program and
Yeah.
you understand, we'll match 69.69, which is funnier.
nice.
It's not as much money, but
No,
it's
it's
funnier.
funnier.
Yeah.
So I had, so there was a hot dog one, which I wasn't familiar with hot dog bets
I haven't done one of those yet.
or hot dog picks
Okay.
on the Prize Pick. So Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Ah, yes.
So I took his hot dog. I took Andy Page's more of total bases of 0.5. He had one. I took C.J. Abrams more of total bases 0.5. He had one. I
Okay.
took Freddie Freeman more than total bases 0.5. He had one.
Okay.
I took more than Joey Meneses.
Sure.
Total bases
Mhm.
0.5. He had two.
Ooh.
So I'm currently 4 out of 5, and then we were waiting for the conclusion before we did our Prize Picks. Jesse Winker, I had more than total bases 0.5. He had 0.
Oh, bummer.
So I was 5 out of 6 today, and I was a winner, but I wasn't a big winner. So instead of winning $20 hairs, I won $5 hairs.
Okay.
So there you
Just 5 more than 0.
go, 5 more than 0.
I also had 5 out of 6 today in a lineup.
Ooh, okay.
Mackenzie Gore, less than 6 strikeouts. Nestor Cortez, less than 7 strikeouts. Jose Ramirez, more than 1.5 hit run ribby. Bryce Harper, more 1.5 total bases. Julio Rodriguez, more than 0.5 total bases. Nailed all those. My boy. And I never involve my beloved Astros in this because it
And they just got swept, and they're
because it
terrible.
double upsets me. He upset me today.
What did he do to you?
Had 1.5 hit run ribby. He had 1.
Ugh.
That's a bummer. Still, again, 1, but not at the rate that I was
No.
hoping to get.
Not the thing you were trying to do.
No.
So I'm going to sneak one in before the Yankee game starts.
Okay, smart.
So I still have Nestor Cortez hot dogging at 5.5. So I'm going to take the more on strikeouts of 5.5. How do you
Okay.
feel about that?
I got him less than 7.
So I'm going to take the less.
So 6.
Okay.
Well, I got less than 7. 5.5, that's right on the cusp.
Well, I'm still going to take less just to be safe for your bet.
Oh, okay.
And then
Well, he can still have 6. We're both winners.
and when I said bet, I meant lineup.
Mm-hmm,
I
naturally.
was talking about a lineup. So then Juan Soto 1.5
Mhm.
hits, runs, and ribbies.
I have that one open too, and another one.
I'm gonna take more.
More, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then I think I'm just gonna play the 2. You know what I mean?
Oh, just a little 2-pack.
Yeah, just a little 2-pack.
Okay,
Just to say I got a little skin in the game tonight.
sure.
Because I'm gonna be watching the NFL draft, but I'm gonna keep one eye on the Yankee game.
Okay, like a pirate.
Like a pirate.
You got one eye.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're playing Oakland. You don't think like 7 of them will strike out in Oakland?
I do not.
All right. We have entries must include at least 2 players from 2 different teams. Okay.
All right. Well, let me see what else.
Some special rules here I wasn't aware of that.
Well, it's not special rules. They didn't do it just for you. It's the rules.
So I'm going to take Alex Wood more than 4.5 hits. So
I like that one a lot.
So I'm going to say the Yankees.
Yep, I like that one a lot.
That's my thing. So
Mhm.
let me put down my bet here. My bet is down. And then you must pick more. You must pick more. Okay, there's a lot of rules going on here. So here's the point I'm trying to get to.
Uh-huh.
I'm now taking Nestor Cortez to go more on strikeouts because it told me I had to.
Interesting. Oh, because you got the lower number.
Yeah.
I was able to go less on a higher number. That's the bottom basement right there. You have to go more.
I've learned a valuable lesson with Prize Picks.
Okay.
Don't listen to Van. Follow
We're
your
learning
heart.
together. Also, just to be fun, I will do one with you.
Speaking of picks, and
Okay.
also if you want to play Prize Picks with us, referral code KNML.
Mhm.
Text us. Like, let us know you're playing because we super like that. Also, I think, and a lot of people have used the promo code KNML. I don't think a lot of people have been winners. It's been kind of laughable.
Speak for yourself, loser.
You doing pretty good over there?
Yeah. Hey, I turned their promotional,
Which spell it
the word promotion.
there.
Oh, THEIR.
Wrong.
There. Wait, that is very correct. You think it's they are promotion?
That's what I am when I get more money at work.
Aha. I took their promotional 100 and I did a bunch of lineups and I turned it into my $100
Lineups is what a bunch of these
from
guys.
winning lineups.
Lineups is what a bunch of these guys in this draft room need on their beards.
Oh no.
Like, this is the night. Promotion. is
I
what a
haven't
bunch of-
seen Caleb Williams yet. He still looks like a homeless person?
He looks a little homelessly. That's
Okay.
why I said that. Not homeless by choice either. Not like when I was younger. A lot of these guys are about to take a pay cut.
All right, bad news. By the time that I entered my lineup,
You missed the
I
deadline.
missed the deadline. So this is all on you, buddy.
So you didn't get your prize picks in because we were talking about the NFL picks?
That is correct.
Oh, nice. So a lot of these guys, as I was mentioning, they're about to take pay cuts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, a lot of these guys are going to make less money in NFL than they did the previous year making NIL money in college.
I don't really also feel like the NFL knows how to handle this transition with NIL to the NFL. Because what I'm not seeing as I'm looking at this thing is a bunch of because you saw it historically. You know, an agent would be like, I'm your agent, and I'll give you this big-ass watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or I'm your agent, and this, that, the other thing.
So wait, give me to watch
What?
from Pulp Fiction. It's a motion picture.
Now, is that from my favorite scene?
Yeah. Anything involving that orifice is always your favorite
That
scene.
is correct.
Yeah.
There's another
Mhm.
scene later in the movie that's better.
Yeah,
So
you're more into that one.
that's the one
Mm-hmm.
for Freddy. It's the one where he
Yes.
gets on the chopper.
Mm-hmm.
It's a chopper, babe.
Yeah.
You seen Bruce Willis recently?
I have.
He's going through it.
Yeah.
Going through
Yeah. It's not ideal.
No.
It's not ideal.
So, a lot of these guys, I guess 100% of them are all before the NFL freaking rich.
Yeah. They're already doing fantastic.
Every single one of them, financially
Yeah.
speaking, and a handful of them have already grabbed generational wealth.
Sure. Already. They're already fantastic.
They're very comfortable.
They're doing it for the love of the game at this point.
What game?
hmm The ones that they will be playing for years on end.
And it's wild to me because the NFL doesn't know how to deal with this. The NFL doesn't currently have a system in place to exploit these dudes anymore. Marvin Harrison
As much.
as much.
Yeah.
So Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't sign his NFLPA likeness agreement. Did you see this?
Yes.
So can't use them.
Yeah. For
Sorry
anything.
for you.
Smart. It's pouring over. The NIL's pouring it into professional sports now. And it's not NIL anymore. It's just like deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like a university or some kind of program exploiting you anymore. Now you're not exploited. You're paid for your work now, and you get all the same stuff.
Is it better stuff? Because it's not same. I think it's better.
NFL sponsorships versus your NIL.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on the player. Obviously, college NIL is way more top heavy. Only the best of the best.
But that's the dudes we're talking about in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, quarterbacks, I guess. If no offense into your lineman or your defensive end.
Yeah.
Or your
Top 10 pick Joe Alt of Notre Dame. Is he making millions and millions on name, image, likeness, being an offensive lineman in Indiana?
he should
I don't think so.
Joe alter his expectations of earnings because No. And he's not.
They're all fine.
They're all fine.
They're all fine.
And I'm not rooting for dudes anymore. I don't care. Like, I think a big part of this draft thing for me for a lot of years was, oh no, he grew up in small town Ohio. He never had a chance.
Right.
Like his pick parent incarcerated, his other pick parent dead, his adopted by coach is all these stories don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they're all millionaires already. Yeah, they're not renting an ill-fitting suit just to have something to go to the draft in. They're either buying or getting sponsored by designers.
And 2 days ago, his dad was released from prison, and they met up for the first time. And he is going to buy him a car to get so they can start a business of.
Yeah, now they use all that name, image, likeness money to hire whoever the current Johnny Cochran is to get their family member out of the hooscow.
And they go. If the NIL doesn't fit,
okay,
that was a bit of a reach on that one.
That's okay.
But that's what this thing is now, right? There's like no heroes anymore.
I mean, obviously there's some stories like that, but now it's the same story, and they're already a millionaire.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, there's in the next few rounds, you're going to hear stories like that. Not today.
Oh, not today.
Everybody that gets drafted today is already loaded
I'm not talking
by
about
NIL money.
Saturday.
Yeah. Like 4th, 6th round guys, like who knows their crazy story? Because somebody from, Eastern Dakota A&M, like probably doesn't have any NIL money, and he has a story like that. Like somebody probably gave him $120 to like pay for his books as long as he did an autograph signing at the local Dairy Queen or whatever. But he's not getting $8.5 million like Caleb Williams already has.
I'm really getting tired of you running Ed AM through the mud. It's a good institute. Produce a lot of fine young adults. No, not necessarily a lot of NFL caliber athlete.
Right.
But Ed AM is really respectable, if you ask me.
I mean, if you're going into the mining industry, they're fantastic.
Oh, as far as School of the Mines? It's tremendous.
Eastern Dakota Agricultural and Mineral, obviously.
Yes. That industry's very much dying, though. This entire country, there won't be a
sucked anything valuable out of the mountain already. Yeah, now it's going to crumble.
Yeah, until the revenge of Crazy Horse. That's when it starts to get wildly interesting.
Breaking news for you guys.
It's coming.
No, don't give us breaking news until we get back from the break. It's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 6. Also, I could have done more jokes on this. The Sports Animal.
Let's do it.
Go.
Thank
Mike,
you.
Hey, a little show note behind the scenes. Isaiah goes, I'm going to sneak away and do some work. And I go, you just said there was breaking news.
You can't leave
Like,
it
what
on
do you can't, you don't have the memory of 3 minutes ago when we went to commercial?
the friends of the show are on the edge of their
what are you
seat.
doing?
Say,
We
give them
don't-
what they want.
We tease breaking news, and you're like, hey, guys, I'm going to go for a restroom break. No, we're going to break news. Jeez.
okay, so the breaking news, we were talking about Caleb Williams and how he was looking. So I don't want to, be too judgmental, but I know Van was very specific in some of the things he didn't like. And I want to say breaking news for me is Caleb Williams is rocking silver nails for the NFL draft. He's flashing the camera in all of his pictures. He's rocking silver nails.
like
He
my
does have a
least
little bit
favorite
of a lineup.
Christmas song.
Suck, you beat me. Oh, half a second. Oh,
You want it back?
silver nails.
Thank you, Silver Nails.
Oh, God.
It's like
I mean,
Christmas
is
for
it
Bears
Lombardi silver? Like, what's the reasoning here? Is his suit silver?
No, he's got a
Does he
navy
look like
blue
Zoolander?
suit on. He's got a navy blue suit on. He's got silver crosses inside the suit, the frocket,
Okay.
and then he's got the silver nails. And it's like a glittery silver almost.
All right.
Go
He's going to do
Caleb.
great in Chicago.
Nope.
Like 13th generation Polish mill workers are going to love Caleb Williams.
Chicago hates alternative lifestyles.
Anything. Like anything. Anything out of the ordinary. Even it's just like
I've spent so much
1 degree
Oh my God,
off
dude.
of normal. They hate it.
I spent so much time in Chicago growing up, and this is a real story. There was like a ride your bike around downtown in the nude
Mhm.
thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I wish I did.
Naked bike ride or
Okay.
something. And this dude just ran his truck into him. like
Okay.
he's
That's
like
one way to do it.
He's like, I'll see if actions have consequences today. Like there's those people exist in Chicago.
Yeah. It's not going to go great.
Min-
You know how Chicago would have treated Dennis Rodman if they weren't winning championships?
Oh my God.
They barely tolerated him while they were winning championships.
True.
Chicago hated Dennis Rodman off the court. It's going to go awful for Caleb Williams. And he's the type of person who does not care. He's going to be himself no matter what. Chicago's going to hate him, and he's not going to change anything.
I can see him going out kind of how Cutler was going out, and he just would throw an interception and just literally not care.
Whatever. Yeah,
Just be
sure.
like, I threw that interception at you guys, booing me currently in the stadium.
And I
That
hope he
one was
says
for
something
you.
like that. And I'm not saying this as like a negative quality on the human being. I like weirdos. I like quirkiness. I like if you got a little different attitude on life. If you see things a little bit differently than the normal person, I'm in your corner. What I'm saying is Chicago doesn't.
No. They killed Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
they do not care.
No, they don't care at all. Yeah.
Ugh.
You be one of them or you be gone.
Isaiah, do me a favor. Learn more about Fred Hampton. Like I just
Okay.
know you don't know enough.
That reference didn't click, Zay.
It did not.
No,
It
and
did not.
Do your homework
yeah,
tonight.
like that's not even like a kind of one. Like do learn more about Fred Hampton. I don't think I like people who are weird for real. You know what I do like about
That's
people?
where we quite differ.
Yeah,
Yeah, I embrace the weirdos.
I know sell them hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
like you come at me real weird, I am no selling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I really loved all the weird Aaron Rodgers stuff up until COVID stuff. Like, I was embracing it. I was all the way in. Troll the media.
Mhm.
Be a weirdo. Chart your own course. Just don't make people die. That's where I drew the line.
Yeah,
But, like, Caleb Williams, hopefully he doesn't get that far. But it's not going to go great
no,
unless pulls a Rodman and immediately turns that franchise around and wins and wins and wins and wins and then they will overlook all that weird stuff.
How do you not wear?
Also, does he just like chew his nails? Is this like a thing where it helps him not chew his nails
That's
anymore?
I like that idea.
Is this like instead of like pouring Tabasco sauce or on your nails or something stupid, like he just paints them so he doesn't chew on them in public?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. If that's the case, I'm on board even more now.
If you know the Bears are going to take you number one, like if you know that, how do you not wear like? Because the Bears blue is a good suit color.
He's in Navy. Is that what you said, Zay?
No, I thought you said light blue.
No, it's navy.
Navy
it's
with a bunch of
navy.
silver accents everywhere.
Well, no, it's actually it's like in the frocket. There's 3 crosses. One is small, then it gets medium, and then there's a bigger one. So it has like a visual, like a stairway effect.
But it's Bears Navy is the color. Not exactly.
Maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so. It is Bears Navy. We can say. You could say that's Bears Navy for sure.
I'm looking on Twitter. I don't see anything. Send it over to me.
That's actually what I was doing currently.
I like this a lot. Update here. Going to my texter. Nope, that's not you. All right.
All right, I got my eyes on it.
All right. What's it
And
called?
his date is an all silver, so they match.
What color is this suit?
It's yeah. I think it's actually darker than Bears Navy.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
almost yeah.
I'm gonna say,
I might call that a midnight Navy.
Check your phone, Fred.
go with the team colors.
It's not a bad look.
Does he have a pocket square?
He has pocket crosses.
Yeah, did I do a good job at explaining
All
that?
right.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
you crushed
this suit sucks. So this isn't even a suit. This is like this is what Captain Picard in Star Trek would wear to a formal dinner.
it. Oh, good news! I found a picture of him standing next to Cam Newton. He looks completely normal now. Never mind. Never mind. This is a completely normal outfit when you're standing next to Cam Newton.
The jacket he's wearing,
Oh God, it's got a zipper on it.
yeah, it makes him look like he's part of Team Capulet in 1996's Romeo's plus Juliet.
Mm-hmm. Is he going to go play basketball with Eddie and Charlie Murphy right now? Because this is what Prince would wear to the draft.
A plague on both your houses.
Not that Prince.
Oh, thought you were talking about Mercutio.
Yeah, Minnesota's Prince.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Mercutio.
Yes.
It's a Shakespeare reference. Isaiah, that's this show.
Yeah.
That's how sports works here.
Learn about Fred Hampton first, though.
Yeah, Fred Hampton, number one.
Before the Montagues and Capulets.
Also, I think I'm low-key mad at your family right now for not.
You mean the activist Fred Hampton?
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you could have. There's a lot of Fred Hampton.
No, there's not. Nope,
There's
he's
only
the
one of him. There's only
Yeah,
one of
he's
him.
You were thinking of Fred Sanford.
That's
That's
yeah.
Yeah,
Wrong
yeah.
Fred.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Similar.
St. Louis and Fred Sanford.
Uh-huh.
Cam Newton definitely looks like a ghost captain.
He's the ghost pirate.
Yeah, he's
Of
like
a
a
ship.
ghost pirate. Yeah.
God, that's
He's
funny.
chasing Johnny Depp around this earth.
So good. Pirates of the Caribbean
Just
7
floats.
or
He doesn't
whatever.
walk. He just floats around. Doesn't even walk.
That is fantastic work.
Caleb Williams says, "It's nice to meet you, Cam Newton." Cam Newton says, "But you have heard of me."
Didn't even know he played quarterback in NFL. Just fashion icon.
Correct.
Cam Newton.
Yeah. Cam Newton, you're the guy that threw hands on top of that grassy knoll?
Mhm.
Let's go. I'm a fan.
Cam says, "Get out of my face, game manager."
You say game or gay?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Isaiah?
Game.
Oh,
GAM.
All right.
Okay. G-A-Y-M-E.
Yeah, it's just fingernail polish, Isaiah. Isaiah, you were a collegiate football player. Let's say your quarterback came up, like,
Oh,
he
gosh.
came to practice. He just got a Manny done, right? Okay.
If our quarterback on any of my teams would have shown up,
And
to
I knew
practice-
a couple of them. Let's say it's Ramon, okay? So
Oh gosh.
So Ramon Atkins shows up. Ramon Atkins, who's a very good arena football player now,
Yeah.
was very good at New Mexico Highlands University.
Uh-huh.
Let's say he showed up and he was like, everyone, look at my painted nails.
If you want me to be very honest about Ramon, not that he would paint his nails, but just off his personality, he would definitely do something that's that out of the ordinary, and then just rock it like it's completely normal.
Okay, see, I got you there. Yeah, that one makes sense. I can see him doing that for sure.
Ramon's definitely what's the big deal when he knows what the big deal is kind of guy.
I like that analogy.
All right, there is one sport and one position where painting your nails is encouraged.
We're talking, of course, about Wilson Contreras' position.
Yes,
catcher.
Major League Baseball catcher.
Yes.
It is encouraged to paint your nails.
It used to be.
Other than that,
they don't do it anymore.
It's a lot of flags for a lot of people.
Because of pitch comm, man.
Yeah, you don't got to do it anymore. Yeah, just hit a button.
You know when I would do it? Because I'm such a NASCAR enthusiast.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Marilyn Manson concert.
Good one.
Yeah.
Not NASCAR the sport, man. NASCAR the marketing approach.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
you need one.
All right, get out your. I need you to do me a favor. Get ready your British Dart League announcer voice. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
So if I was throwing darts professionally, I would have my nails done with advertisements.
Oh, so good.
So like
they zoom in on your hand.
Yeah, they zoom in on your hand all the time.
Boom, Pennzoil.
Yeah, and my thumb is like tied. Yeah. So I would. So I have tie to my thumb. Okay, man. So I hit a 60. Okay. I hit a 60, man. I'm getting right now. You're doing your British dart throwing announcer voice.
Throw that last one.
All right. So I'm toed up. Okay. The camera is right on my tide. Okay. And if I hit this 60, I take the lead. Okay. Because it'll be how many? You're ready. All right. Here's the throw. I hit the 60.
And there it is, boys. 180.
The tide has changed.
He is not tired of getting all those points.
There we go, because of the Tide logo.
Yes.
That is what I would do if given the opportunity to paint my nails. Also, if like an 8-year-old girl asks you if she can paint your nails, you always say yes.
I've done that a lot.
Yeah,
I've been in that situation a bunch. That's a good one.
And I'm not talking like a stranger. I'm talking like one that you have a strong interpersonal relationship with.
Again, I will say it. This is through the eyes of Chicagoan.
Yeah, correct.
Me personally, Van Nunley.
Yeah.
Let your freak flag fly.
So you're officially saying painting your nails is freaky.
It's cool.
What if you had painted them the city of Chicago flag? Because it's a pretty iconic flag.
If painting your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
Is that what you think Caleb Williams sounds like?
No, that's me doing Billy Madison doing Caleb Williams.
I thought it was Mike. I thought it was Tyson.
Oh, okay. Very close. Very close.
Isaiah, have you ever seen Billy Madison?
Yes.
Don't know if that's true.
Billy Madison didn't age well.
No, it sucks.
Happy Gilmore holds up. Pretty funny still.
The best Adam Sandler movie.
Okay, well, maybe not. Because that was 3 to 4 years ago, the last time I watched him. I went on an Adam Sandler kick during COVID because why the hell not?
Isaiah, for the record, Van calls his depression COVID. All right, keep going.
Yeah, during COVID, during the lockdown, I went down a Adam Sandler wormhole. Billy Madison, except for a couple key scenes, doesn't hold up. Kind of not good. Happy Gilmore, still good.
I'm not a professional psychologist or therapist or a theracologist.
We're aware.
If you constantly chase like media that entertained you when you were a child, there's some severe mental flaw going
through some stuff, man.
If you're like, you know what I think I'm going to do? Go buy a set of Legos. That's really going to help me right now.
Well, I mean, you got to keep limber, a little hand-eye coordination, some finger dexterity. Make sure you're not losing it. It's good for you.
Get a Rubik's Cube, brother. Wait, unless you're one of those kids. If you're a Rubik's Cube kid, you got a whole nother list of problems.
For sure.
Not a healthy way to get into that one.
Expand your horizons.
Yeah.
Don't just Rubik's Cube, kid.
I also do cup stacking. Hear me out. There's not a lot. There's not a lot that's worse than the two hobbies that you just named.
Please expand your horizons, kids. Don't just do the one thing.
There's a fan of Duke City Championship Wrestling. His name's Condard, and he one time
That can't be his real name.
That's his name.
Okay.
That's his gimmick
I
name.
thought that was like an insult somehow.
Nope.
I was trying to break apart the syllables. What does that really mean?
So he one time played the national anthem off of a Game Boy.
Oh, I remember that. That was legit. That was the best one.
Coolest thing
That was
I
so
ever
good.
saw.
That was so good.
I'll bring him back for the birthday bash on May the 25th at
Do
the
it
historic
again.
El Rey Theater.
Run it back.
Duke City Championship Wrestling presents Birthday Bash in your head. So Condard takes Game Boys and created the national anthem on it to play.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, and you don't accidentally get to that hobby.
Yeah.
He is Rubik's to Cuber too.
Do you still have that file on your person that we could send to Isaiah? And we'll play it right at the beginning of the draft.
Oh, I can find it on the
Okay.
Dukes. If you go to watch dccw.com, or you can
Okay.
watch all of the YouTube. Yes, I believe I could find it.
We should play it.
Instead, we'll come back with the Isham Dill soundbite of the day. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Mike's hot.
Back on the program, back live at Sadie's. We got the Isham Dental soundbite of the day. I set this one up just a little bit. So this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's a good setup.
So, and I can't tell you that it's some sort of Bleacher Report thing. So this is from Bleacher Report. But what they've done is they've taken C.J. Stroud, who's a very relevant player in the NFL, who is super weird, and I don't like him.
Oh, okay.
The Super
Can't
Bowl.
be weirder than Caleb Williams.
Do you remember when we were at the Super Bowl and he refused to look at the Lombardi Trophy?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that brainwashy stuff
Mm-hmm.
makes me hate you.
Okay.
Okay. So him and I don't know what phrase to use here. Most overrated player in the NFL, I guess, Micah Parsons.
Okay.
Okay. So they form their dream offense and defense respectively, and then they debate the outcome of a hypothetical game on a 4th and 5 play between. It's the stupidest thing of all time.
Is this soundbite an hour and a half long?
No, it's like 2 minutes,
Okay.
but we're gonna riff over it. So
All right.
the idea is the NFL can produce any piece of garbage entertainment, and that fans will just num, and you'll find there'll be a bunch of people like, this is the my favorite clip ever. This is and it's the whole thing is scripted garbage.
Okay.
Okay. So Isaiah, the Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
Since you're an offensive guy, give me your best 11. I'm going to pick my best defense.
Sounds good to me.
So
Of all
stupid.
time.
Let's do right now, and then
That's
we'll do all time later.
Okay.
Let's do
Sounds
right
good
now.
to
Right
me.
now.
I like this show.
All right. So the way it's
We're 3 seconds in, and you already wanted to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isaiah, pause
Balls,
this. What's the deal?
Balls on the 20-yard.
All right, so we're going to restart because that pause wasn't quick enough. So no one starts a conversation this way. No one says, you're an offensive guy, I'm a defensive guy. This is not an organic existence of communication.
Mhm.
Like, it's who you got
I got you.
is what it is.
Yep.
All right, Isaiah, let's go. We'll go from the top. Here we go.
Since you're an offensive guy, give me your best 11. I'm going to pick my best defense.
I got to call
Sounds
it.
good to me. Of all time.
Let's do right now, and then we'll do all
Okay,
time
cool.
later. Let's do
Sounds
right
good
now.
to
Right
me.
now.
I like this show. Where are we in first?
All right, pause
Game
this
on
one
one.
out. So
No.
here's my thing. Also, tell the callers just to not call. Like, ignore it. Who cares? So I
Didn't
get
mean that,
lost.
Or call back after the
Yeah,
Isham
whatever,
Dental,
yeah.
after the
I'm doing
Isham
the
Dental
Isham Dental
soundbite of the
soundbite.
day, friend of
Yeah.
the show.
I'm interested in you stopping so I can make fun of this stupid segment.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, Fred, you really think Micah Parsons is overrated? We'll take your call next week when there's no NFL draft going on. It's super boring. So they're talking to each other like, hey guys, we're about to give you some fun insight into how we rank the value. No, you're not. Like, this is the most garbage canned thing ever. All right, keep rolling it, Isaiah.
It's fine. Balls on
Not playing in your hands. What are we
balls on the
talking about?
20-yard
Isaiah,
line.
turn it up.
You let me pick the scenario.
But be reasonable. Like, what are we talking about?
I love the way you asked.
It is reasonable, but like, meet me halfway, 4th and 3.
4th and 3. Let's do it.
I'm gonna name my players and what I'm doing. Devontae Adams at X, Tank Dell at my slot, my F, LT at left tackle, my guy from the Ravens, 70 at left guard. I got
So
Humphrey at 53, Quinn Nelson at right guard, Lane Johnson at right tackle, I got Jameer Gibbs at my right.
Whoa,
I got
okay. Who
myself
saw that
as
coming?
quarterback.
Like,
I
what
got
are we
Travis
doing?
Kelsey as my tight end, and I have Jamar Chase
All right,
as
pause it
my
again.
Z.
Have you ever talked to a guy who's just naming things? Like, this to me is terrifying. Like, this thing will get millions of views.
Oh, of course it
Yeah,
will.
there are people like, oh
Yeah.
my God, he said someone's name that wasn't the exact name I'm thinking of.
Mhm.
Nom.
Totally.
Updutes. We need to get more updutes. This is why we need a break. This is why everyone should quit the internet.
Yeah. When the NFL used to have an actual offseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, take 2 weeks off from the internet and then freaking quit it forever. Like, this is not a thing that should be, number one, created. And then number two, it shouldn't be presented as actually entertaining.
Okay. Entertaining is one thing. It's not.
No.
But like conversation worthy, sure. Like we debate the GOAT all the time. Why not drop it down a level and just be like, fill out your favorite team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I get.
All right, keep rolling.
Like that?
It's not enough, but it's cool.
Okay. We're going to call this play double right, Y counter, then F across,
Smash my head against the
three
wall.
jet. We're going to go Z dagger pylon, Y choice, X signal. This is just a made up play, by the way. We don't run this defenses.
I got Sauce Gardner.
Garden, Devontae.
All right, pause it again.
I love it.
I am losing.
This is
it.
hurting you. I can, if you're not watching right now on Facebook
stupid.
Live or YouTube Live or abq.news, wherever you're going to watch us right now, Fred is very
No,
frustrated.
I can't.
This is fun for me right now.
I can't
You're
handle this
angry.
stuff, dude.
Your forehead's pink.
Oh, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm a popular player, and I'm going to name another popular player from another team. I swear to God,
Mhm.
this is nothing. This is the lamest thing of all time.
He rattled through them so fast that did he name like his brand new fancy wide receiver, Stephon Diggs? Did he mention him?
Yeah, do you do that? Hey, you know what we're going to do for fun?
Hmm.
Malik Neighbors.
Okay.
Like, cool. Still rolling with it, Isaiah.
Let's go.
Pat Surtain in the slot. I have Trayvon Diggs on my outside, and I got Jalen Ramsey at my nickel.
What are you in dime?
Yeah, I got Derwin James as my safety.
I like that.
I got Fred Warner and Roquan Smith as a linebacker.
Oh my. You'll put two mics. Come on, bro. What are we doing?
All right,
Right,
pause again.
so right wing.
There is a certain level of ignorance when it comes. There's a certain level to where, because what's the cat's name? That John Madden. So John Madden used to introduce like personnel namings like on his broadcast, so everyone knows that Mike is a middle linebacker.
Correct.
That's what everyone knows.
Yeah.
Can I tell
That's
you?
simple terminology.
Yeah, you know when that was simple? When guys like Zach Thomas played and that position existed. The last middle linebacker that's been in the NFL, the real last one is London Fletcher. It's been a while.
Roquan Smith's that guy.
No,
He's that guy.
he could play any position.
Yeah.
He could
Zay
move him anywhere.
knows. Yeah. Fred
Oh,
Warner's
hold on.
dope
Hey,
too.
wait.
I
Isaiah's
got
gonna,
Roquan over.
hold on, man. Wait
Warner.
for Isaiah to
Whoa,
repeat
whoa.
something that he heard on the NFL Network. to
Uh-huh.
me. Okay, Isaiah, go ahead.
I can explain with my voice that
yes.
Fred Warner is an absolute demon. He can plug the holes, stop the run. He can run sideline to sideline. I've seen him run 40 yards down the field with the other team's best wide receiver. It's definitely a middle linebacker, sideline to sideline. He's going to be there.
Oh, that's wild. I bet he would struggle.
dude,
I
yeah.
bet he would really struggle at the outside linebacker position. He'd be terrible. I bet he'd be no good. I bet you
He's
couldn't
not
put
a
him.
good pass rusher.
Yeah, I bet you couldn't do anything with him out there. I bet he couldn't at all cover a flat. Guys, that's
it would be
not what
limiting
we're
his
talking about.
abilities.
We're talking about the traditional viewpoint of it. We're not talking about freak athletes like Fred Warner that can do anything on the field. We're talking about dudes who could only stand there until they were ran into. Those dudes aren't in the league anymore.
Yeah,
the
that
league
is-
is
that-
not that thing
That
anymore.
doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
The two guys he named aren't those guys.
No.
No.
And for the other cat to be like, oh, Mike's, oh. Shut it.
Hmm.
This is stupid. Like in the audience out there for this thing, you're a mark. You've been marked. You're getting carnied by the NFL.
I mean, you got to know to some certain level that it's meta. You got to be in on it and consume it at the same time.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Like there's a lot that understand their fandom.
So because players have managed to become more athletic while being big, they're no longer middle linebackers.
No
Not
one.
these. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
no.
not these two. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. His
Yeah,
two
no.
examples. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying is because the game, like every sport, has evolved from these traditional ideologies and namings and position. Yeah, no one is that.
Well,
Like-
I mean, I agree with CJ Stroud and Nas, obviously. Because all you need is one mic. Yeah. Mhm.
All right, keep rolling.
Oh my gosh, I gave him a good idea. Everybody you've said, no disrespect to those great defensive backs, all great, but they can't guard my guys. Not on this play.
All right, I'm gonna swap him out for Kyle Hamilton, so I got some range. In my front, we got Miles
I've never
Garrett, Aaron
heard of
Donald,
him.
Chris Jones, and Micah Parsons.
We're just naming guys.
I think we match up pretty well.
We are gonna toast you.
What coverage are you running?
Hey,
Who's
pause
running,
again.
man?
It was man to man.
Good. Now we get into let's talk smack.
Mhm.
All right, hey, what can we say on air? Like, what's the thing you say on the field that's like
Yeah.
really aggressive? Oh, I know. I'll say we'll toast them. Like what?
Ooh.
Like no one talks like this.
Like cheers, cheers him with champagne.
Yeah. Oh,
say nice things about
you
him.
gonna put a little garlic salt on there?
Like the opposite of roasting him. You're gonna toast him.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you think you're gonna toast me? I'm gonna roast you. Like,
Yo.
whoa. All right, we're still going.
Oh yes,
With inside pressure. So that ball has to come out.
it does not.
They're sending everyone out.
Please, no, bro. Jameer's in. What are we talking about?
We still have
I need
six.
him to just give me a
We
second.
still have 6.
That's fine. I'm gonna get it out. And we have 6 blocking. What are you talking
All right,
about?
Those
pause
are
it.
deep concepts.
This is a deep concept.
How many seconds do we make it?
150 out of 241.
Okay, we have to stop
Okay.
because there's no conclusion to this. You think at the end, one of them's like, "Oh, you got me." You know, this is really. It doesn't end like that. It ends like this. But what if? Like we did nothing. This is a waste of the internet.
I got some bad news for you, Fred.
Go ahead, friend.
Football fan is going to love this.
Love it.
They're going to
Yeah.
eat it up.
Yeah.
There's going to be a whole podcast series now
Of this dumb
where
hypothetical
players
stuff. Yep.
sit down and they do their best 11 and
Yeah.
they go against each other and the audience votes
Yep.
and everyone
100%.
commentates on it. This is a new thing.
Well, and
You're witnessing the birth of something
Well,
right now.
this is not the birth. This is for like target audience. Like this is for Isaiah. This is for like the kid who tracks this stuff down and doesn't realize that they're actually the test market for this thing right now.
Yeah.
Like you're like the work is being put on you.
Mhm.
And now it's going to be important to a certain demographic of losers that they catch this thing when it's released so that they can say, well, they rattled off a bunch of names I'm familiar with real quick, but they forgot
Yeah.
another name that everyone's familiar
Yeah.
with real quick.
Oh, did you hear what Jameer Gibbs said? CJ put him as his running back. He didn't
Yeah.
put him at his quarterback. Whoa.
It's
Yeah.
stupid.
You guys do understand.
It's coming.
At the same time, though, although it may not have been football, it's been a trend for a while where you get these guys who are in the profession and you ask them, like, this is the same thing as like asking Shaq who his top 5 centers are, or asking Shaq what his best 5 lineup is. Like, give me a lineup that could beat anybody.
Well, hold
And I've been seeing that for some years.
Sure, but we're talking to Jason though, because I think there's one thing to ask an individual about their tier or whatever, but to put the two guys organically against each other, not having a question proposed to them by an interviewer,
Yeah.
where they can have that simultaneous back and forth. This is not a medium I have seen before. At least not done well. Maybe,
Yeah.
and this is not done well from my perception of what is entertaining in the world. But this thing is going to be unnecessarily forced down our throats. And
It's coming. I
yeah.
could tell. This is going to be a hit.
I agree.
Oh, the second they started, I was like, oh, people are going to love
Yeah,
this.
so stupid.
If there's 2 new players every week or whatever
Mhm.
talking about their top 11, it's going to be the biggest thing in sports.
Well, and then we're going to hear this one. But, I got to put CJ Stroud in there because he put me in his.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Exactly.
oh, come on. Like,
Yeah.
miss me.
hmm
Miss me with the low. Do anything else.
Yeah, this is up next. I could tell already.
The part where they were doing alphabet soup on the play,
Mhm.
and I'm like, this is not for consumer.
Sure.
But if you're a consumer of dental care, you can get it at IshamDentalABQ.com. Go there, sign up, get your free exclusive offer, which is obviously exam and x-rays. Scott will take care of you, 505-881-0422. When I say I know he'll take care of you, that's because he took care of me. Scott Isham of Isham Dental has had his fingers in my mouth. Today, Isaiah Van said he thought he had a hair in his mouth.
Yeah, it was very weird.
And I said, well, go to Scott Isham over at Isham Dental. He'll put his fingers right in there and pull it out.
hmm
Good advice.
That's
I think I took care of it.
Isaiah.
If it comes back, I'm going to be really worried.
I don't know what break we're on, but I think we need to go to one.
We do, and I'm thinking we might just have a long one.
We'll be back at the start of the NFL draft in 7 minutes and 36 seconds, right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored.
Text the keyword to 95819. Message and data rates may apply.
95819.
Again, text this national keyword to 95819 now.
Lover, L-O-V-E-R.
I listened to the
Lover.
new Taylor Swift album. Did I tell you this?
Yes.
Now betting
Just
for
one
the
long
sports
song.
God,
channel.
dude, it was an test of
Your
endurance.
afternoon drive.
Yeah.
It's like,
Number 2.
I think it's
Maggers like Taylor Swift?
No, not like
Van
that.
Nunley and
It
Fred
was like
Slow.
such attrition. It was like
And
the
in the
Germans trying to go
Anderson.
into Russia during World War II.
Not smart.
No.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Kill the music. Welcome back to the show. It's the NFL draft. It has just started. And I got a real problem with adults who show up to public events in full body pajamas.
I enjoy my comfort, but not in public.
If you want me to put on a Spaceball style helmet that's the color of the Dallas Cowboys and stand for hours on end to scream and holler for individuals that won't even look me in the eye because of the way I'm presenting myself, do you know how much money that would cost you to get me to do that? And these people are doing it for free.
Now, are they pajamas? You see somebody in pajamas? Or are we talking Zubaz? Because if it's Zubaz, I'm in. If it's pajamas, miss me.
You ever heard me say a negative word about Zubaz one time in your life?
I'm not sure.
Am I not a fan?
Isaiah, go through 6 years of footage real quick.
Am I not a fan of early 90s pro wrestling? Of course I'm pro Zubaz.
Okay. Skids? They make NFL skids these days? Are those back yet?
Probably an official license, I would assume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys see Caleb?
DH gate skids?
What's up, Isaiah?
You guys see Caleb? I'm sorry. Nothing again. He's a little zesty. He's a little zesty. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I know I'm not seeing things.
We don't have draft audio on here.
We're at Sadie's on 4th. Come hang out with the boys. Here's my thing about the NFL draft. It's fun to be entertained. That's it.
Yeah.
That's where it has to stop. It's, you know what was really good about the WNBA draft? How we forgot it was happening and then it was on TV one day.
Yeah, and it was exciting.
That was kind of cool.
Like, yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, my God. David Letterman tweeted my name. That's a cool thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Big Caitlin Clark stan, that Dave Letterman.
Tears don't come, I'm wondering.
I'm gonna be really disappointed in this draft if there aren't more than 5 trades. I need to see some movement. I need to see some weird stuff. I want to see an established player move. I want to be surprised by something.
You're talking player trades?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about True Social stock.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, trade that.
Insider trading.
Yeah, get paid.
I'm very confident Dallas is going to trade back.
Oh, God. Oh, all right. So, Isaiah, go to a whiteboard, and under the list of things that no one cares about, put one more tick. Put one more tick right there.
So you think a draft with no Cowboys pick is a draft that most football fans care about? That's false.
Yeah.
Very false.
The thing you said, correct.
Hardcore football fan, especially Cowboys fan, are on the edge of their seat right now.
Yes.
But most
loving every second.
There is some loser right now on the edge of their seat that's saying, this is the most important draft in the history of this franchise. Fill in team blank.
It is for the Packers. As long as they get Cooper DeJean or Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I can't wait till Cooper DeJean ends up in Baltimore and you don't even know how to act.
Oh wow, that would be something.
No, it wouldn't. Nothing of this is anything. I've covered this draft professionally for 20 years on the radio. None of them ever matter. None of them.
If you get Tom Brady in the 6th round, it kind of matters.
Well, I wasn't on radio at that time, but also I was a child. But also, no one was talking about him at that time.
No. It was like, why did they take that fluffy dork in the 6th round?
Hey,
he's never going to play.
They got this.
It's a waste of a pick.
They got this cat, and his sisters are like really good at softball. So let's see how it plays out for inspiring young coach Bill. I think it's William Belichick.
Something like that.
Yeah. And the way, like in the NFL has, I think it goes in this order. Number 1, the NFL. Number 2, probably WWE. But like video package guys, there's no one better than these two. Like they can create a video package targeted at their fandom that will just hype up their fandom.
Oh God, especially social media now.
Yeah,
it's constant.
Those two and everyone else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's WWE's milieu.
Oh, I agree.
They've done it forever.
Yeah,
but like NFL is starting to learn. I think the NBA was the first to do.
I was going to say that NBA playoff promo is dope.
Yeah,
and
NBA.
You got LeBron dapping up Kobe. Then you got Jason Tatum dapping up Bird.
I didn't
smart.
see it.
It was really good. It's very smart. But like NBA embraced it. I don't know, 15 years ago maybe, and they were way ahead of the NFL on this stuff.
Yeah,
and NFL just caught up and lapped them. Now they're just running circles around them. They're so good at it.
So the draft's in Detroit. So they got Roger Goodell and Eminem walking out to like lose themselves, I would assume.
Yeah. Free spaghetti for everyone.
So the NFL put out a fake story today where Roger Goodell had back surgery recently, so he can't give those stupid, super big hugs anymore. And I'm going to tell you, it's this. Players don't want to do it.
No one wants to do it anymore.
And there's a fake story that, like, and again, this is all like Isaiah-type fans, so they can be like, no, it's not that there's a separation between, it's all one unity of entertainment. And no, it's because they all hate him. Everyone hates him.
He didn't hug the first 27 picks, but he hugged Cooper DeJean.
Yeah. So, anyways, he kept
Roger Goodell starts the next race war.
It would be he shook somebody's hand and then hugged them and then only shook the other person's hand.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyways, at the end of the night, he was just looking for Nick Bosa. You're like, all right. So Eminem's on stage. He's wearing threes, by the way. I know people were gonna ask.
He's got his own threes.
He's got Eminem threes.
Mm-hmm. Instead of the Jordan logo, it's got the Eminem E on it.
Not on the tongue. It's got the Jordan logo for sure on the tongue, but those are bigger. Like those seem like they're too big for his body.
What I can say about the draft, though, is there are a lot of people watching the draft right now that are younger than these guys getting drafted, and they're envisioning getting drafted, and then some will, some won't.
Oh,
yeah, and they're also saying, who is Eminem?
Yeah. Hey,
yeah, this is also true. Unfortunately,
they go to his Twitter, and the last thing he posted was his sobriety coin for 16 years.
Was Young's not available at the draft? Yeah.
Also, Eminem's wearing sweats, and I'm not a guy to be a guy about this kind of thing right now, but Eminem could put on some actual clothes for this event.
He's Eminem.
I've only seen him in sweats.
Yeah. I think he might be allergic to pants.
Also,
concerts,
it's a medical condition.
Sweatsuit.
All right, so you guys just talk over each other, and I'll try to miss all your punchlines. The thing about the target audience of younger than crowd, Isaiah, and this is going to hit you real hard as you get older, all of television and entertainment is made for 13-year-olds. We've been over this a million times on the show. Jokes are written for people younger than 13 to get them and think they're cool as 13-year-olds, and they're written for people over 13 to understand them so that 13-year-olds can relate to them.
Since when?
Forever. The history of television.
Okay, so WWE bra and panties matches for 12-year-olds?
I remember my first boner.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, all television is made for 13-year-olds. Doesn't matter. It can be a cartoon, like marketed to little kids, humor for 13-year-olds. It can be the nightly news, understood by 13-year-olds. This is broadcasting 101. This is television 101. And that's what this NFL draft thing is. It is made for children to, number one, be able to understand it. Also for adults who think they're a lot smarter than kids to be able to understand it because they're not. Also, oh my God, dude, I'm getting so mad at this thing. It was supposed to start at 6. It's 6:10. 0 picks are in. And now Barry Sanders is up here, who, by the way, if you remember, quit the NFL, walked away from the NFL in his prime because it was such a stupid organization that wouldn't, number one, secure his health, number two, wouldn't pay him accordingly, and number three, was stuck with a franchise that wouldn't give him support around, so he left in his prime, and now he's going to be the face of this thing in Detroit? Turncoat? Tell me about the money associated with this.
I'm surprised he showed up for this thing.
No, they just don't want Goodell to get booed.
He took a hiatus from the NFL for
long time.
Almost 20 years, maybe.
Hey, you know why Calvin Johnson's not here?
Yeah, just like the past couple of years, he's back.
Calvin's there. I was just about to say, you glossed right over Calvin.
Is he on stage with Roger? I don't see him.
Yeah, he walked out right before Barry.
And that's it. They just don't want Goodell to get booed. That's this whole thing.
He still will.
Well,
Once the second these Detroit players walk off stage, it's going to be a litany of boos.
I'm surprised they didn't walk him out to the soundtrack of Taylor Swift's new album with the National Guard around him.
Again, we don't have the volume on. It might have happened.
Yeah, good point. All right, so Chicago's on the clock. They got 10 minutes. Let's leave so we can come back. We'll give you their pick, and I'll just keep running this thing through the mud. It's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. friends would get like a motorcycle, and they bought like a stupid jacket that they wore.
Oh, you got to get the jacket too.
All right, so Caleb Williams is now dancing,
Doing a TikTok dance.
with his. Yes, that's what that was.
Hey, like you got drafted by the Savannah Bananas. Is there a trade?
Yes. And then all the Bears fans in attendance who will never meet Caleb Williams and cannot afford to go to the games, they are there in attendance, and they're very excited to get a new jersey.
Yeah. How busy were those Greyhounds to Detroit today?
You take the Amtrak.
Pretty busy.
Hey, you take the Amtrak.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a good deal, too.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like super affordable.
That's
The
nice.
problem is
I like trains.
Yeah, it's a shared railway.
Mhm.
So if there is grain or coal, the commuter train has to pull over and wait.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah,
they
that's
got their
important.
priorities straight.
Yeah.
You were guaranteed to have a delay on a long train ride.
Yeah, 100% guaranteed. Yeah. Bring a phone charger. Actually, I think you can charge your phones now.
The Bears War Room is very happy for their pick.
Hey, hold up. It's 2024.
Hmm.
Conflict room.
Conflict room.
Thank
Yes.
you. I mean, can we?
Mhm. The unchecked aggression room.
The fight against different beliefs room.
All right. In Caleb Williams' defense, he did clean up the beard a little bit. So he looks significantly less homelessy than he did as soon as yesterday.
Yeah, he's a little cleaned up. It's nice because some of these cats have terrible hair.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice that they brought in some oversized hats to fit on their domes. Because historically, it's been tough to get lids on some of these dudes.
Yeah, they only needed to get one hat for the first overall pick.
Mhm.
There's probably multiple hats from here on out.
What number would you have them wear?
I mean, it's his choice. It's not like there's a quarterback jersey that's been retired in Chicago. It's wide open for whatever number you want, Caleb.
13 is a cool number.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's like a wide receiver number now. I think all quarterbacks should just be single digits.
Mm-hmm. Knowing him would go like something super weird, like 53.
Can't.
Just to troll people.
Give him 0. 0 would be cool.
That'd be weird on a quarterback.
Hey, you think I'm the number 1 pick? I'm better than that. I'm 0.
Ooh.
I think a lot of people also have forgotten how he sucked in college.
Last year wasn't great.
No.
Previous 2 years, best in the land.
Fred, what do you know what you're talking about? He had 120 touchdowns in his FBS career, and because they had all those.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: did he win?
Your team has to play defense.
Yeah.
They had one of the worst defenses in all of D1 football last year.
If
That
you're-
didn't help.
If you're going to draft a dude who doesn't play in the Sun Belt, I don't mean the conference, I mean the part of the country, and it's for a team that didn't win, you're making a bad draft pick.
Well, in a couple years, he'll be playing in a dome. The Bears
He's going to get
announced.
traded to the Cowboys.
Okay, yeah. Bears announced a new Lakefront Stadium today to go with their shiny
Shut
new
up!
quarterback.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Seems nice.
Soldier Field is a
If
dump.
they get a bunch of public money, obviously.
Oh yeah, because God forbid.
And Bears fan
Yeah.
will vote yes.
100% they will.
Yes, they will.
You know, we don't give them a new stadium. They're gonna move the Bears all the way to Naperville. We'll have to drive down to Joliet. Bleh. Can you believe they're going to put a stadium in Kenosha?
Plainfield?
Yeah, that's what it'll be.
When did you turn into Rand McNally? Hey,
Dude.
you know all the
I know
Chicago
all the
suburbs. I think I only know Aurora.
Aurora.
Obviously, because of
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only one I know.
My name is Wayne Campbell. All right, so the number 2 pick is in. So the Washington Guardians, Caleb Williams is old news. We're on to the next one.
Uh-huh.
So the Washington Guardians have submitted their pick. Their war room, not as nice.
Yeah, significantly not as nice as the
it's
Bears.
just some folding tables.
Mhm.
They don't care at all about anything.
What's going to happen to the accountants conference at the Hilton? They're missing all their tables.
There's a baseball trading thing going on. Guys, I was promised 2 tables.
We don't got any tables. I got to put my Joe Montana rookie card on the floor.
Excuse me, the Wi-Fi here won't let me price check. Oh, gosh. Do you think Mel Kiper just recycles things that he said historically, or is he coming up with new dumb things?
So, I heard a story a while back, and I read an article a while back about there's only so many songs that you can make from every genre, because eventually, if with an infinite number of songs, there's not an infinite number of songs. There's only so many things you could do with music, notes and scales and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So eventually we'll run out of songs to make. It's the same thing with Mel Kiper's draft
100%.
analysis. It's already gone.
Right.
We've already hit the high water mark.
The number 2 pick is in for the Washington Guardians, and I'm going to tell you if it's D.B. Cooper. Stand by. All right, it's not. So it's a kid named, and help me pronounce this one, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
All right, so he's out of LSU. He's a quarterback. I'm in on this. A new owner, new manager, new head coach, new regime. So many unknowns, terrible tendencies historically as an organization. Changed their name 100 times. Go ahead and ruin this young man's life.
I think the proper regime is in place now to support this franchise and this young quarterback. This is my favorite quarterback of the draft. I think he's got the highest ceiling out of anyone.
Oh, God.
I've said it over and over and over again. Caleb, nope. Justin Fields guy, still. Caleb Williams, highest floor. Jaden Daniels, highest ceiling. I think this is the no doubt pick right now.
Okay, so they have to stop when they put on their hat at a selfie booth. This is real, guys. So, Isaiah, as they walk out through the tunnel to go to dap up Roger Goodell, when they put on their hat, they have to stop in front of a funhouse-style selfie mirror. And that's stupid.
Definitely for 13-year-olds.
100%. Yes. Now you're getting it.
Excellent callback.
All starting to come around.
Oh man, when he's in for hey, also and I'm about to sound a little racist adjacent.
Okay.
In the green room, they're like, don't flash a single nothing with your hands in front of that mirror. Not a single thing. I don't care what coast you're from. I don't care what music you identify with. You listen, you do that, you're done.
I don't care who you rep.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. You know who doesn't know about that? Anyone from that same Sun Belt I was just talking about.
Yeah, it's not a gang sign. It's my Jason Pierre-Paul impression.
It's not a gang sign, Dad. I'm just a fireworks enthusiast. Oh, God. So we'll do the Patriots pick, and then we'll go to break. So Jaden Daniels going to the Washington Guardian. Two young men whose lives are over now professionally. So these guys will, in 3 to 4 years, when's the rookie option come in, the 5th year? So in 4 years, they'll be with different teams, and a 6th-round draft pick will be sitting in the hands of the Chicago Bears in their new stadium. That thing won't be done in 5 years.
I think both of these are franchise guys, and every other quarterback taken will be wearing another jersey in 4 years.
So they're showing a picture of Cajun High School.
Yes, that's what it says.
In California. And I guess this is the alma mater of Jaden Williams. What was his name? Daniels?
Jaden Daniels.
And everyone in the gym was white. So I can't tell you much about this school, but it didn't look like his people.
Yeah.
Did not look at all. I'm sure this was like some sort of parochial, like you can go there 90 miles as the bird flies.
Yeah.
Like we're going to build state champion football kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. When you can ball like Jaden Daniels, you pick your high school. You don't have to stay in the district where mom lives.
Isaiah, if you lived closer to Dallas or Arlington, which is actually where the Cowboys are at, I don't know what the miscommunication on the branding there. Yeah. Would you go to their draft viewing party? Is that a thing that would interest you?
No, not unless we somehow found ourselves in position to be like top 3 pick.
We as the Cowboys?
Yes,
Okay.
in Cowboy Nation. Yeah, we. So I think that I would like to go if I thought there was a guy we were going to get that was going to be a huge deal and I lived close. I like that you added that part.
Only if,
I would
mean,
not fly
no.
to go to regardless of who we were going to get. Unless it was like a Wemby type prospect.
Oh,
then I'll fly out there.
Here's some good numbers here.
Okay. The Wemby of football.
I could only imagine.
Uh-huh.
So recently, the Washington Guardians have taken Dwayne Haskins, that's tough. Robert Griffin, which didn't work out. Jason Campbell, super didn't work out. And Patrick Ramsey, who I forgot existed. I mean, it's been bad in the last 20 years for the Washington Guardians in the quarterback position the Patriots pick is in.
How many people have really hit that quarterback? It's such a short list.
In the first round?
Yeah, such a short list.
The list of first-round dudes. Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we don't have to name them.
Super short.
Yeah,
it's
but
super
it's not
short.
long. And then also, like, once you get figured out now, it's kind of over for you. Russ Wilson.
Yeah.
Then that's a bad one because he also had age catch up with him.
Yeah.
But, once you get figured out, you're done. Happened to Dak.
Right.
You just can't be good anymore. We'll tell you who the pick is, and we'll tell you about it when we get back from the break. It's 2 Men On live from Sadie's on 4th, 95.9 FM and AM 6 the Sports Animal. All right, who was drafting third? The Patriots?
New England Patriots.
Okay, so they have the best pick so far.
Hard to disagree.
So they took the best quarterback that was available. Hands down, should not have been argued at all, ever. The guy with the best head on his shoulders, the best athlete, the team leader, the guy who can go out there and make plays, also a game manager. Other cliches that relate to this specific position of quarterback. They took Jacob May.
Jacob. Yes.
Is that not correct?
It could be. I didn't Google. I hope for friends of the show who are Patriot fans that I'm wrong, but I think he's going to be a bust.
No, you're very wrong. Now, if they would have taken J.J. McCarthy, he would have been a bust.
I'm not big on him either.
So Jacob May is now the quarterback of the New England Patriots. I'm a fan of that. And right here, the Arizona Cardinals should take Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's see.
I agree. And they kept showing him in the draft room.
Okay, so they did.
And they, in fact, did. Marvin Harrison Jr.
And this is good for the Cardinals because they currently have 0 wide receivers on their active roster.
Yeah. There's a bummer for Marvin Harrison Jr., though. Kyler Murray will be throwing him the ball.
Ooh.
That will impact his real life and fantasy value.
This was such a lock that I heard from an insider. Marvin Harrison Jr. had bought Tinder Pro and set his location to Phoenix.
Smart.
Weeks ago.
Okay, but not Detroit.
Not Detroit.
Okay. So I would do Detroit first.
Just going to wing it while he was up there.
Tonight's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the rest of his life is going to be fun.
Pretty sweet. I'm sure it has been already.
He's the next Larry Fitzgerald for sure. He will never drop a pass, and coincidentally never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he has those two things.
Not the greatest landing spot if you want to win a bunch of football games.
No, he's
or be beloved by your fan base, because that fan base does not exist.
No, not in Arizona.
Yeah.
People do not care about the Cardinals at all.
You know, like when you're playing pickup football with your friends and
sure.
The best quarterback, you want him to be the all-time quarterback for both teams.
When
you're playing in Arizona, you might as well just play for the other team too, because there'll be more fans there.
Now, when you say best quarterback, I felt all-time quarterback was often the most crybaby kid.
Well, that cuts deep because I was often the all-time quarterback when I was a youngster.
Throw a fit if you weren't.
No, I didn't care.
Just like get all emotional about it.
Choose the best.
So I one time won an intramural. I've talked to you about this a lot on the show. Flag football championship at Washington State University.
Yes,
the highlight of my athletic career. And as a guy who could not just throw it traditionally, but also enjoyed the behind-the-back pass to the other side of the field, I'm going to tell you this. Some cats got tricks up their sleeves. Man.
Sure. I mean, you're not telling the whole story. The only reason that your team won the league is because you named your team Game Canceled.
Yeah.
And no one ever showed up to play you. Yeah. You're undefeated from 10 straight forfeits.
We had one play where I would run to the nearest corner of the end zone and stand there and then put my arms out in the out-of-bounds territory. And because I'm so tall, nothing could ever be done. It was
totally.
Immediate touchdown every time.
Uncontested jump balls.
Very much so.
Yeah. Sure.
And are you familiar with cheating? I would also cheat a lot.
Yeah. That's the best part of your game.
Yeah, holding you down. Yeah.
Trash talk and cheating.
My go-to.
Your two strong suits.
Yeah.
If
there's anything I'm good at in life, those
two big ones.
The Los Angeles Chargers of second-rate city. I guess they're not. They have the better coach now.
Yeah.
They're the premier team in
They'll
LA.
get better fast.
All right, here's a new announcement for me. Moving forward, the Chargers are the team in LA.
I think that's accurate.
We'll give you their pick whenever we get back from the break. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. New England Patriots fan in the chat, friend of the show, Craig, said that he is a fan of Drake May, and it may be the best pick of the draft so far, man.
That's just like your opinion, man. Strong disagree.
I hate all of this.
You're so adorable. Chargers pick is in, and they are stalling for whatever reason.
Commercial break. This one is not really an up in the air one. It's J.J. McCarthy, and it's not even close.
I don't think they will take J.J. McCarthy unless they trade away Justin Herbert for a king's ransom.
Do you know their head coach?
Yeah, I'm very familiar.
We've talked about this Herbert thing before.
Mm-hmm.
He's the most overpaid exact middle guy in the world.
Disagree. Staley was the thorn in his side.
Oh, I like that angle.
Yeah, now he's gone. He's going to shine.
For every Go ahead, Isaiah.
I've seen Herbert come out there with a ruptured spleen and still tough it out, and
Yeah.
finish the game out. That's a guy you want to keep on the team. And I know it's a guy that Harbaugh's gonna like.
Herbert's a dude. If
If he was actually good, he wouldn't have ruptured his spleen.
if they don't trade this pick, I'm assuming they're taking Neighbors or a Dunze.
It should be J.J. McCarthy. So I don't know if you guys remember college from 5 minutes ago.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was a national championship won by Michigan. And then the head coach, his name was Harbaugh. He actually coaches for the Chargers now. He got a
Familiar.
Michigan tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Bring J.J.
Now he's
McCarthy
gonna get himself a
with
Chargers tattoo if he doesn't have one already.
you. Him and J.J. McCarthy can get both of those together. His new quarterback.
I do 100% believe that he'll take. Oh my goodness!
All right, so upset.
I'm gonna say
City.
this is a shocker right here.
This is a bad pick.
Absolute shocker.
Possibly the worst pick in the history of the NFL was just made. So the most boring human being on earth.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about a guy that there's no business of him being drafted this high. Alt is off the board. Joe
If
Alt.
that's you think that's your biggest need, you think a left tackle's your guy, it is not sexy. But it's your organization now. And if you think he's really the truth, I mean, his dad played in the NFL. Like, it's second generation meathead offensive lineman. He's the guy.
He's gonna keep that spleen of Herbert.
Yeah, protect
nice
that
and healthy.
spleen. Good call, Say.
God, Joe Alt.
Man. They're going to trade up and get a wide receiver, too? Because they don't have any. Keenan Allen, gone. Mike Williams, gone. Quentin Williams, gone.
Neighbors was right there.
One perfectly good Neighbors.
That O'Dunes, is that his name?
Dunze,
The kid from
he's
Washington? Yeah.
fantastic, too.
Oh,
The Giants might take Neighbors now. Uh-oh.
I would have traded Justin Herbert to, like, I don't know, what's the team that really needs a quarterback? Dallas.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah. And then got in, like, their crappy quarterback to 1 year be the quarterback
Sure.
while J.J. McCarthy's getting ready. And
Yep.
then get, like, CeeDee Lamb or someone.
Yeah, did not see that one coming.
No.
But this seems like a very Harbaugh'ian pick. He wants to run the ball. He wants to protect his quarterback. You need a good offensive line to do that.
Joe Alt didn't even go to the draft, dude. He didn't expect to get drafted today. Joe Alt is sitting at home.
I mean, that's another very Harbaugh thing to do. Draft the guy who's staying at home with his family, who doesn't care about the glitz and the glamour.
Hey, guys, my name's Jim Harbaugh. I've been here for about 5 minutes, so I'm going to do everything my own way, completely differently, and it's going to immediately be success. Actually, I kind of like that approach. I don't know why I'm using that
Yeah,
tone.
I mean, make it your own.
Yeah.
Like, lean into it as hard as humanly possible.
You're taking a tackle in the top 5. I mean, you got to be talking to me about like a Orlando Pace style dude.
Some people have him ranked that high.
No, he's not that dude. He's a regular dude. What's the name of that crappy tackle that played
I'm
in
sure
Cleveland?
we all noticed that they have not panned to the crowd and showed Chargers fans
No.
celebrating that pick.
What's the name of the dude that played in Cleveland forever that everyone said was super good, but that Cleveland never won while he was there?
Joe Thomas, and that's not his fault. He's one of the GOATs at what he does.
At what?
Being one of the best
Losing.
offensive linemen all time.
Yeah, he's the most talented dude to lose all the time. Way to go.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the analysis. So this is some sort of conversation about the Giants now,
Uh-huh.
and they're going to end up with J.J. McCarthy. And this is the best pick in the draft. Absolute value. Makes the Drake May pick look like booty and garbage. It looks like if you ate garbage and produced it from your booty.
I'm not high on J.J. McCarthy. If I was the Giants and I wanted a quarterback, I would trade down, get more picks, whether it's a couple seconds this year or a second this year and a first next year, and take Bo Nix.
Now, what if J.J. McCarthy shows up in the locker room for the Giants and, like, some of the players are like, so you want a national championship? And he's going to say yes. And they're going to be like, tell us what it was like to win.
Sure.
Yeah, like help us
Also,
learn.
you can draft J.J. McCarthy and Drake May shows up to your team, and you can't tell them
That's a
apart.
good point.
You will have no idea which is
Yeah,
which.
That's a really
Yeah.
good one. It's like in UFC when they make you wear like a certain color wristband. That's what they're doing in the draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can't get them lost.
Drake May yellow.
Mm-hmm.
JJ McCarthy a darker color of yellow.
Sure.
I don't want it to be too obvious.
I want to see their 23andMe's.
It's like when the Usos wrestle.
Second cousins at worst. Long lost brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
more than likely.
the pick is in for the Giants. You know, we didn't talk about Duke City Championship Wrestling today. We had a banger last night.
Sure.
We'll do that tomorrow. Are we anywhere tomorrow?
Yes. Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park.
Yeah, that'll be a good day.
Double dipping this week.
Malik Neighbors is now a wide receiver for the New York Giants.
Oh,
Shocker. I think it's a good pick. I think he's an insanely talented wide receiver. But the Giants have so many needs. This is just another one of their needs.
There are a bunch of other athletes in the green room giving this guy hugs and high fives, and they don't really mean it.
What gave that away?
So there's like 4 minutes before the end of the show and 4 minutes until the Titans pick is in. Last night at the historic El Rey Theater, Van,
Sure.
Duke City Championship Wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
the return of Brian Idol to face Hobo Hank, the rematch of the Duke City Championship Wrestling Championship,
Mm-hmm.
Thunder versus Mosh Pit Mike,
Mm-hmm.
a special 7p start out the door by 9:15. Absolute banger of an evening in all aspects of the definition of the word banger.
Gonna have to agree with you there, buddy.
The three-way between Tommy Two Scoops Tess, the best Mexplex, and Chris Watson.
And the best commentator?
That's you.
That would be me. Mm-hmm.
Chris Watson going to take a hiatus from professional wrestling for a little bit. He's going to build a house.
Shiny pants were too tight.
Isn't that crazy?
He's going to build a house with his bare hands?
That's what he said.
Okay.
That's like a man's man.
All right. Homesteader.
We had a big debut last night. Johnny Magna, the rugby wrestler.
Ooh.
Yeah, he came out, got beat up real bad.
He looked and played the part, though. For a first-timer,
Yeah.
I could have swore he'd been doing it forever.
Matthew Robles was in town again. He brought Devin Reno back.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin Reno can go, though.
He seems upper echelon.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
The
Matthew Robles, though, not so much.
No, he's the worst.
No, he's awful.
The birthday bash for Duke City Championship Wrestling is May the 25th. Isaiah, open up your calendar. May the 25th at the historic El Rey Theater, dccwtickets.com. And it's going to be a blast, dude. Like, 1 year of Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Congratulations.
A lot of people lost bets.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying we currently know what we're doing. We definitely didn't know what we were doing when we started this thing.
You're rounding the corner towards competence very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon enough, this thing will be recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
We last night, this is a real thing. Whatever, it's a little back of the house. We had I don't want to give a number. We had a long FaceTime with Billy Corgan in the NWA.
That's really cool.
Yeah, about like a future partnership. Like, this thing is going okay.
The wrestling organization.
What's that, Isaiah?
Don't get emotional on me now, Fred.
Me?
Yeah, don't get emotional. I know it's
no, definitely never. If I'm one thing, calibrated.
Yeah.
All the time.
Fred only gets emotional listening to Smashing Pumpkins, not talking to Billy Corgan.
Disarm you with a smile.
See, told you.
Good program today. We're not going to be able to get you the Titans pick. We hoped we would. The NFL draft will go on for the next 3 days.
Yep.
Because that's how much this needs. Yeah.
Social media has been very, very ahead of the draft TV. So
Well,
I'm
who
pretty
the
sure
Titans take?
Go ahead, Zay.
See, they're drafting O-line J.C. Latham.
2 offensive linemen in the top 7.
Wasted.
From Alabama.
Isaiah, good job today. Ish. Van, final words.
Too much for time allotted, my friend. I think we didn't cover. Make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you at the lab tomorrow, Burke.